coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Duck them hooks, baby. We out here and they out there. Let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation, stand up. Let's go, man. Big love, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get it, man. We need on the road to 110K, man. Do you know since we had 100K, we hit 100K? Trey just reminded me that the other day, man. It's been probably almost a year, and we ain't got but 9,000 more subscribers. Man, woo. Let's go, man. Spread the word, man. Let's get it. If you believe in this like I believe in this, and I do this every day, help me spread the word, man. Let's get it. Let's go. TBP Nation, stand up. Hey, man. Let's get back into the storebox Chronicles, man. Because I done had a crazy life with this storebox, man. Do not ask me why I kept doing it. I couldn't give you a real definitive answer. I know I just kept doing it. I was eating off of it, and I was, you know, every now and then it's just par for the course, man. There's casualties to the game, right? So I can remember this situation right here, man, which is crazy when you think about it. See, when I'm thinking back on these things, this is what makes it crazy, because I realize now how, you know what I'm saying, how idiotic some things was, man. And they could be turned into big things and big situations, right? Now, in this situation, this is the irony of this situation, right? I caught a dude lying, stealing and lying, right? So I catch him lying, he had to pay the price for that. Then I get caught catching him lying, and I lied. I had to pay the price for that. Let me explain. Okay. When I'm on this joint right here, I'm running the store box, right? So, store box days be crazy, especially when your store box is booming. At this time and in this place, I believe this is my first run on Nottoway. My store box booming, right? So, on store day, man, on Nottoway, you go to store and they give you, is this the only, Augusta, back in the day when I was there the first time, only two places I remember, when you go to store, they literally give you the real grocery bags. You get brown bags. You'll get brown paper bags, grocery bags, right? We used to take them grocery bags. This is what made them stop giving us those grocery bags. Dudes are so innovative and creative in prison. Dudes used to take those brown grocery bags, get a razor blade, cut them up in squares, right? Get wax and sealer and laminate their floor, and it look like a parquet floor, like the Boston Celtics floor. Real talk. You wax it enough and put them in all squares. You open the door, man, the whole floor be shining. It look like a wooden floor, but it's only paper trash bags or paper grocery bags. This is what made them stop giving it to us, because they were hating. They don't want you to get comfortable or feel like you're living like you're doing, you know, swell in hell. They don't go for that. They don't, no, we need you in misery. So that's where they stopped doing that. But back to the story at this time. That's what we was getting, brown grocery bags, you know. So dudes may go to commissary and have 8, 9, 10 grocery bags, you know what I'm saying, full of commissary, right? So I'm getting commissary, I'm getting this payday, this store day. So dudes is bringing me bags after bags after bags. So I usually had a habit, which was a bad habit, because I ended up going to jail for this one time way down the line. I think I said something about it in another joke. But I had a habit of just collecting and setting all the bags right in there on my floor until I collected everything. so I could go over in my visual mind, like, okay, dude gave me that bag, he paid me, boom, that bag, that bag. So on commissary day, I'm subject to have 30, 40, 50 bags of commissary sitting all on my floor, right? And I'm moving around, probably drinking that good old coffee key mud, you know what I'm saying? Looking, visualizing people, making sure that this person paid me, because I ain't writing nothing down. It's all in my brain, you know what I'm saying? So I'm boom, boom, okay, boom, yeah, he gave me. Boom, boom, drink my coffee, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing, walking around, I'm like, boom, boom, boom. So also, I told you I got this crazy thing like a visual playback in my brain, right? So I'm like, I'm on the top tier. So I see who on the top tier every now and then. I'm moving around on the bottom tier, but I sleep on the top tier about 5 cells from the end. So I'm looking around, see who moving around. Come my door open, and I got all this commissary on the floor, and I want to make sure the CO don't come through the back or nothing, because like I say, they see all that stuff. You could only buy a certain amount, and they see all of that. It depends on if it's a bootlicker. You know what I'm saying? A Jeffro Bodine, or Uncle Tom, or Sammy Davis Jr., tap dancer up there. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to, distract myself or go up there, because he might say, hey, man, we ain't doing all this commentary. Well, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. So I'm always looking. So the playback in my mind is there. It's just computer. It's just computing in my mind, like I see what's going on. So as I move around a bit and holler at a couple of people, whatever, I go back upstairs. And when I go in the room, I set my coffee cup down. You know what I'm saying? I sit there, I look at all the bags right there, and I'm trying to think of who else got to bring me something. And there's another dude come to the door, and he bring me a bag. So I get up to go get the bag. I get the bag. I look in the bag. I'm like, boom, boom, boom. He's like, yeah, everything in there. But I'm like, I appreciate you. Boom, boom, boom. Dap him up. He leave. So almost the whole floor is filled up. So I go to set the bag down. So when I go to set the bag down, the other bag that's right by the door, the closest to the door, probably this far away from the door, my visual tell me something ain't right in the bag, right? And in the top of the bag, I could remember having big old yellow bag right there, and I had a yellow bag right there, a couple of candy bars, and a couple of packs of cookies, right? I don't see the yellow bag and a pack of cookies. That's peculiar. So I looked down again. I said, "This in this bag? Okay, who brought me this bag?" Because I had a habit of doing this too, being that it is so many bags. When they do bring the bag, this would get me in trouble if the police come and see that, right? I will put a initial on the bag so I know, like, this DJ bag, or this LW bag, or this. That's who gave me that bag, and I know, oh yeah, that's what they owe me. Woo, woo, woo. So I look at the bag and I'm like, hold up, man. I know I ain't tripping. So it's befuddling me. Now I'm like, who crazy enough to? And I know J Dub ain't do it because I'm in the cell with John Wayne. This is when I was in the cell with John Wayne. Everybody in that block know that John Wayne is certified crazy. Everybody in that block know I'm certified. Ain't nobody gonna really like take nothing out of our cell. I know J Dub ain't gonna take nothing out of my bag without saying, hey yo man, let me grab this right fast. He down there gambling. So I know he not gonna do that without saying that to me. So I'm like, So I step out on the till and I start scanning. And then I started remembering who was moving around on the top tier. So I know this old buzzer, right? I remember seeing him on the top tier. It just played back in my mind. I seen him walking on the top tier. And he sleep on the bottom tier, right? But he a buzzer. And what I mean by buzzer, he like a bag and Benny. He want him always, let me get this or let me get that. And he'll get a little something and try to jump in a little poker game or something and try to hit up and lose. He ain't got none, or somebody got some weed. He go borrow from Peter to pay Paul to get high, and then he all in all this controversy. So I remember seeing him on the top tier. So I'm like, this is Bama. I know he ain't that brave. And he's still on the top tier, but he on the other end, leaning on the rail. So I'm thinking in my mind, and that's a bad thing to do, to accuse somebody of something that they didn't do, because you automatically got action. If that person about action, you got action, and they justify it. So you know what I'm saying? But in my mind in totality, I don't even go say that to John Wayne, because I know he gonna snap too. Man, because he loud. He gonna get loud. Man, somebody grab something out there. You all of that. I don't need all of that. So, and I ain't gonna ask him because I know he ain't do it. I just know because it's respect. So I'm looking and I'm like, and out of everybody in there, just something in my mind saying, it's him. It's him. And I can visualize it. I ain't even actually see him, but I can visualize it. I can literally see it in my head. He walked by. He probably seen everybody moving around. And it's right there. It was right at the door. It's so easy. He probably and walked on. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. So I have convinced myself that he did it. I convinced myself he did it. So I said, oh, no. So I set my coffee down. And I go walking around the till, right? And I can read body language too. And once I got closer to him, and I guess with the intention that I was walking with, I seen his body language, like his body language, man. I'm telling you, that don't told me he was guilty, dog. I said, this Bama done took. What the? So as I walk up to him, he leaned on the rail, but as I get close, I told you I could see his body language tense up or whatnot. So as I get up on him, he can tell I'm walking towards him, and I'm trying not to look like I'm feeling like I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, hey yo, and he on the rail. He was like, what up, man? I say, you been on this top tier, man. You walk by my cell, man, and having to pick something up. He said, huh? What you talking about, baby? I said, look here, man. Look, we ain't, look, did you pick something up out of my cell, dog? With them bags right there at the beginning of the door. So he's standing up and he looking at me now, so he like, come on, man. I said, bro, don't play with me. I'm telling you, bro, don't play with me. He was like, no, man, I'm telling you. So I said, man, what you got in your junk? Cause he had his little jacket on. You know what I'm saying? Little state coat, man. He got a little coat on. I said, man, what you got in your coat? And you know, we be putting little cuts in there. You can put a lot of stuff in there or whatnot. I said, man, what you got in your coat? Let me see what you got in your coat. He said, come on, man. You talking about, man, what I got? Hey, come on, man. You talking about shaking me down? I mean, come on, dog. I say, bro, if I'm wrong, I'm apologize. And I'm gonna make it right. I said, but right now, bro, I need to see what you got in your coat, bro. And he looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and he see I'm not playing, dog. I'm really not playing, dog. And he was like, crazy, bro. What you got in your coat, bro? And he say, look, this what happened, bro. I said, no, what you got? He said, this what happened. No, I did walk by your cell, and it was a pack of cookies in a bag of coffee on the floor. It wasn't in your cell though. It was on the floor. Now it was in front of your cell, but it was on the floor. So I just picked it up. But if you said yours, then you can get it. I said, first of all, I know it wasn't on no floor. It was in the bag. The bag was at the door though, but it's on the inside of the door. So I'm like, So he pulled the joint out. He pulled a pack of cookies out. Right? He said, that's my bad. I don't put my own going nobody said. Man, I'm so mad because I know he lying. You know what I'm saying? Because the visual in my mind, I could see it in the bag. I remember it being in the bag. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's really like pissing me off, because if he would have said, man, I did it, man, you got me, man, woo woo woo, I probably would have screamed on the woo woo woo. I don't know. It depends. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I ain't even going to hold you. I ain't want to go to jail. I did not want to go to jail. I had too much going on. I got a lot going on at this time. I got a lot going on. I don't want to go to jail. But I'm mad though. And you got to think now back then, I can't really control it. I'm mad though. Because you lied to me, man. And you just stole something. And you lying, dog. You doing that sneaky stuff. That's that sneaky stuff. See, that'll get people become unbenefited. Because had I not known John Wayne like I know John Wayne, me and John Wayne have known each other for years. John Wayne ain't gonna do no petty stuff like that. Not to know, not to his seller, and not to nobody that he respect, comrade type stuff. I know he ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if it won't John Wayne or it's just a regular seller, see, that'll make you be looking at your seller and thinking your seller done something. Y'all come unbenefited in there all the time. It's been a sneaky, you know what I'm saying, joker that done did some sneaky stuff like that when you know you got something in your cell and there's missing, and you think, oh, now what if I wouldn't have noticed it until the door's closed? See what I'm saying? Now I don't notice it until the door's closed, and then I'm thinking that my celly done did it. See, this stuff can cause, you know what I'm saying? Don't be looking at it like that's that dope fiend larceny. You know what I'm saying? That's that trying to be sneaky. So I'm mad because all of this is going through my head, right? So I look over at the booth to see what the people in the booth doing. They ain't paying no attention, right? They talking to somebody on the other side. So he go to hand me this stuff and said, man, you know I wouldn't do nothing. And I just said, and I just two-pieced him. And when I hit him, he said, oh! And he fall out. You know what I'm saying? The coffee go over here. The pack of cookies fall over the till all the way down on the floor. But he yelled, right? So, boom, I won't do nothing else to him. That's my good work. I won't do nothing else. So I just had to hit him though. I had to hit him. I had to hit him. And he fall. Boom! Hit the ground. So I get up over top of, and the lady in the booth was talking to somebody over there, but she heard him because he hollered. So she turned around and run over there and look around, and she look up there, and he on the ground, and he trying to get up. And I guess from her hearing the noise and seeing them trying to get up, see me right there, people looking up there, she put two and two together like I visualized that bag. She visualized what happened. Even though she's seeing the after effect, she did the same thing. She said, she called by my government. She said, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, I ain't doing nothing. He just fell down. I'm trying to help him up. She said, nah. I said, the man fell down. I'm trying to help him up, man. What are you talking about? She was like, no. Hit the booth, and she get on the radio. So I'm trying to help him up. And I'm like, man, I ain't put my hands on you. I ain't put my hands on you, dog, did he? He said, no. And he made it worse because he turned around to the rail and he tried to grab the rail and he fell down again. I said, see the man fall, I'm trying to help him. And I get him up. Man, she called the people on me, man. She called the people on me, dog. She called the people on me, dog. And they come running in there, bum rushing in there, man. And everybody go to your cell, go to your cell, go to your cell. So I'm like, man, bro. See, he got caught lying. Now I got caught lying. I said, bro, tell the people I ain't do nothing to you, bro. You know that you ain't. But his lip bleed. And he was like, yeah, all right, okay. So they come run up there and say, what's up? Back up. I said, man, I ain't do nothing, dog. I said, the bro tripped. He fell down, man. He hit himself on the rails. He fell out. I was trying to get him up. I said, she came over here looking on the side, acting like I did something to him, and she called, yo, bro, I ain't do nothing to him. I said, he fell again when she was looking right at him. She said, no, he hit him. Bang, bang, bang. She banged on one. He hit him. I said, man, I ain't touching dude. They said, call my government, say, hey, you know we don't have to look at the cameras, right? I said, bro, ain't no need to look at them cameras. The man telling you that I ain't doing nothing to him. Did I do anything to you, man? He said, nah, man, I fell down. So he said, man, he said, you know, I don't care. This is sergeant, right? He said, I don't care. He said, but she put, bro, watch command gonna say, look at the cameras, bro. I said, man, that's crazy, dog. He said, turn around, man. I got to at least take you over there, man, to the in the sergeant's office, man. You know what I'm saying? Cuff you up, man. Take you on up there till, you know what I'm saying, watch commander, look at the footage and we'll go from there, man. You know what I'm saying? Put me in cuffs, put him in cuffs, took him over to medical, took me on up to the sergeant's office, and I'm sitting in there joint knowing already, you're going down. Going down the big way. And I'm sitting up in that joint when they take me out, man. I'm already looking at John Wayne like, man, pack my stuff up for me, dog. You know what I'm saying? He know the look. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going down. He ain't no hands up to buzz about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going down. I ain't never did nothing to the bro. I ain't never disrespected bro. I ain't did nothing. That's what I be trying to tell you. You always at the mercy of how they feel. You know what I'm saying? She probably felt a certain type of way this day. And she probably would argue with the dude on the other side. And then when that happened, she just so pissed off that she wants something to be happening. And so she telling. She telling on the, okay, yeah, it's her job. She the police. But you can see and don't see too, man. You ain't even see it. You know what I'm saying? You just assuming what happened and you just happen to be right. You know what I'm saying? Just luck of the draw. She happened to be right, dog. Man, I'm sitting up in this joint, man, 20, 25, 30 minutes. These cuffs on, man. Uncomfortable, hands behind my back. Sergeant there trying to make small talk. He laughed. He told me, you probably put your hands on, do that. I said, man, I ain't, come on, dog. He was like, come on, man. What he do? He owe you some money? What he do? He cuss you out, he says so. What he do? I'm like, man, what the wise commander say, man? So showing up about 35 minutes, hit over there, get on the phone. I can't hear the watch commander. I can hear him. He like, oh yeah. Oh, for real. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, I get it. All right. Get off phone. Look at me, right? I'm looking at him. He looking at me. He said, you know what I'm getting ready to say, don't I? I said, no. I said, no, wait, you gonna take me back to the bar? He said, no. I said, what's up, man? He said, man, you gotta go to jail, man. I said, for what? He said, for assault, man. I said, assault? He said, yeah. He said, Wise Commander said, he said on the camera, you hitting the dude. Dude had some commissary in his hand. You hit the dude, and like you was trying to take the commissary. I say, man, I got a ton of commissary in my room, dog. What I'm gonna take somebody commissary for, man? What did you talking about? He said that what it looked like to him, but he said the bottom line is you hit the dude and it's on camera. They seen it. You going to jail. I mean, I can't overrule him. You going to jail. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, they packing your stuff up. You gotta go to jail. I gotta take you to jail, man. I said, man, this some tomfoolery skull. You know what I'm saying? So the moral of the story is lying do not pay, dog. He told a lie. He stole, first of all. He stole and he told a lie. The lie pissed me off more than the stealing. So I took off on him and I got caught. And then I tried to lie. You understand? To get up out of it. And he had to pay for his lie and I had to pay for my lie. I went to jail, man. I lost a lot, man. I lost all types of stuff, man. I got to come out. They put me in a whole nother block. I got the half of my commissary got taken. They had too much commissary for them to go inventory. I ain't had the receipts for it. They take half of that commissary. They take that stuff and you ain't getting it back. That's an L. You know what I'm saying? I had dudes in the pod that still was gonna owe me, like for next stores and stuff coming up. That's an L. You understand me? Dude told the people that they ain't hit him. They ain't listen to him. They locked him up. I mean, shout out to him for not telling, but this is what they do to you there. They seen the man get punched in the face and everything. They still know he is. They don't know what he did, because I ain't bring that up. They don't know what he did. So to them, he looked like a victim. And do you know that they still locked him up because he said, I ain't hit him, and they seen it on camera, they said lying and giving false information. They gave him a charge for lying and giving false information. Gave him man 15 days in the hole, man. So he's a certified liar. He lied to me, he lied to them. Just lied one time. But anyway, yeah, they locked them up too. So yeah, man. So it don't cost me, man. But he was a thief though. You know what I'm saying? He was a thief, and I don't like thieves, man. I don't like liars, man. And it was my memory, the vision that let me know. You know what I'm saying? Now I had the dude had bought me the bag too. It just could cause so much controversy. Cause I had the dude had bought me the bag, and just the bank, man, here you go, everything in it, and I grabbed it, just assumed everything was in it, and not looked or not paid visual attention. And then when I would have went to check in my mind, okay, he owed me a bag of coffee too and a pack of cookies. And then I went back to him. He said, man, that was in the bag. I would say no. See, it could just cause so much stuff when you in there sneaking and stealing and doing stuff like that. You could cause somebody to lose their life, literally. You know what I'm saying? So he was dead in the wrong. And then he tried to lie. Man, he was on the floor. Man, get out of here, man. What you think I am? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man. Lesson learned, man. Hard lesson, man. Messing with that storebox, man. Hard lesson, man. But be what it be, man. But sometimes, man, you know, no matter what your hands look like, sometimes you got to use them. That's probably why they messed up the way y'all say they messed up. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? They still work, though. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Talk to me. I talk back, man. Let me know if you want some more Storebox Chronicles, man. Man, y'all need to like, comment, share, and subscribe on these videos, man. I'm so sincere about that, man. We trying to get this algorithm up, man. We trying to get back in the mix, man, because we got things to do in 2025. Let's go. Let's get it. Be safe. Be smart. Make good decisions. Bam, bam, boom, 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 man. And everybody that's on that membership, more coming, baby. Love y'all. You dig? Y'all be peace. We out here. Love is love. All right.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm going to have something because I'm rich in personality. You know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.